As a man, as soon as you hit your 30s and you gain a little bit of weight, all of a sudden you look down and bam, love handles, beer belly. Now, this is due to how we as men tend to typically store body fat from a hormonal standpoint. When we gain excess weight, we tend to store a lot of visceral fat around our midsection, which kind of leaves us with this dad bod looking body. So, how do you get rid of the love handles and beer belly? Well, I'm not going to tell you to go and give up beer. And I'm certainly not going to tell you that you need to start doing all of these different core exercises to try and target your stomach and your love handles. Regular strength training will help in some way. I mean, it won't burn as much body fat as we think. However, you can regularly train and it will change how your body looks. You know, possibly building bigger shoulders and bigger arms are going to change how your body looks and maybe make your waist seem a bit smaller. But mostly it's going to come down to your diet and NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is basically the amount of energy that you burn per day that we wouldn't class as exercise. So going to the gym, going for a run would be classed as exercise, but cutting the grass, walking the kids to school, walking to and from work, that would be NEAT. Now, you need to watch what you put in your mouth, food-wise that is, anything that contains calories. You can put anything else in your mouth that you like. I'm not judging in any way whatsoever. As you've got older, your lifestyle has changed. Maybe you've had kids, maybe your job role has changed. This can mean that your eating habits have changed with it. Less sleep, more stress. This can maybe mean that you tend to consume more food as a way of coping with those situations. If your primary focus is to lose those love handles, then you need to do this. You need to start strength training 2 to 3 times a week. Not because it's hugely beneficial for fat loss. You don't burn as many calories as you think. Strength training and more muscle does help you burn more fat on a daily basis, but not as much as people think. However, having bigger biceps is always going to be more appealing than having a bigger belly. Start focusing on your diet more. Maybe start off with doing something like tracking calories just at the beginning so you get a good idea of how many calories you're currently consuming and how many calories you need to be consuming in order to start dropping body fat. You then need to focus on moving more on a daily basis. Your NEAT. If you're someone that's maybe your job role has changed as you've got older, you used to be someone that was quite active and now you sit down a lot more, then you need to probably try and set some kind of a step goal to hold yourself accountable to, and then just be more conscious and aware that you need to move more. Because gradually, as you've got older, somewhere in your lifestyle, you have just slowed down a bit and you don't move as much as when you were younger. By increasing this, it's just going to increase your overall daily energy expenditure and put you in a better position to be able to lose body fat. Then what you probably need to do is work on your behaviors around food. If you're someone that decides to sink 10 pints every weekend as a way of unwinding, then that's probably going to make it more difficult in the long term for you to try and drop body fat. So now you need to find alternative ways of unwinding. You need to work on the behaviors that you've built up with your lifestyle and around food over these years that have led you to the point now where you have a beer belly and love handles, and you need to start building new behaviors that fall more in line with your goal of not wanting a beer belly and love handles. If you found this video useful and you want more tips on how to drop body fat, lose your beer belly and your love handles, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I'll be back with more content just like this.